Alright, I never make videos like this, but I decided to, and my face is stuck like this because I'm just so happy that I just finished Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Sorry, I don't know what that was. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know about this one, man. 18, 19 years since Prime 3, like 6 years in development for this after being canceled after 2 years to be restarted or canceled. I don't know the full lore there. Something about Bandai Namco team something. I don't know. But yeah, Metroid Prime, best game ever for me. It's up there. It's very, very, very high up there. Two was really good too. Three would have been good if they didn't fuck it up with the motion controls. Absolute dog shit. Good game overall still, minus the Federation shit, in my opinion. But like, my dream would just be if like fucking FromSoft would just make a Metroid Prime game. They would nail it, obviously, because I think Prime One, it was like, I don't know. Anyways, and Prime Two was sick too with like the shit where you always felt on edge and like, you know, I don't know. Um, Three is where it started to just go downhill, mostly because of the motion controls, but like story was mostly fine to me. But yeah, I won't talk about the other Metroid games. I'm just talking about Prime right now. So Prime 4, I didn't know really what to expect. I hoped that since they restarted development after 2 years, it would have been actually not this, but maybe they maybe it was going to be something that I personally would have enjoyed. Um, I will say this before I go any further. I won't be too much of a dickhead. I will say, like, obviously, teach their own. Um, we're all gonna like our own games, etc. But like, I think a lot of the Metroid Prime, specifically the Metroid Prime series, I think a lot of the fans were, had high hopes for a certain type of game. Um, so that's all I'm gonna say. Um, I get it's good to be open-minded. I understand all that. Don't get me wrong. I'm a very open-minded person, and I will get to that. But the point is, um, I feel like I just needed to talk about this out loud, and I don't actually have any friends in real life that play this game, so I'm just gonna talk to my fucking camera and maybe upload this. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so basically, I'm just gonna say a couple things. I'll summarize it very quickly and just say it's way too linear. That's number one. Never written in paint before. It's way too linear. There's no actual puzzles, really, like, at all. Um, I maybe like one that I'm like, oh, I actually have to use my brain. Linear times 1,000. Like, I just feel like I'm just walking. No actual puzzles. Um, so these are bad. These are bad. That's my top two bad. And what we will do some good. We'll make a little. Actually, here I'll do this first. So we'll then we'll do bosses mostly mostly good, and then obviously soundscape, soundtrack, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Um, the fuck is that? Soundscape, visuals, yeah, very nice, very very nice. For sure. Um, so we'll put this in green. Um, and then I guess technically, I don't know. Um, this is just like the summary. Yeah, and then if we want to get more into it, I'm not gonna use paint anymore and draw letters with my fucking mouse, but I'll just yap for like another 2 minutes maybe, and then I'm done with this. But basically, this sums it up for me really. And unfortunately, this was like, I think if you hadn't played Metroid before, I think you could rate this game like probably an 8 or a 9. If you'd never played any Metroid Prime in your life, like not once. However, if you, like me, one of your first experiences with the series was Metroid Prime on the GameCube, like in your friend's basement or something, and you're like, I don't know, like that game just blew my fucking mind, and it set the stage for me for a lot of other types of games that I got into and like everything, and it was just unbelievable. So after waiting this long for this type of game was just super. I don't know, like. Like there wasn't even I get the whole thing of like we need to or we want to cater to another audience whatever, but there wasn't really even a meet in the middle like at all for me. Like I don't think I could have gotten lost in this game if I wanted to, other than in the fucking desert, which, by the way, no. God damn it. I'll put this one in actual red. Like, this shit is so bad, dude. I like everything about it. Literally everything. The motorcycle, the crystals, the the fact that like there's no fast travel. You get a teleportation device, but it's just to go to random fucking chunks of shit and then have it teleport back to the base, so it just makes you drive. The whole reason they wanted you to drive around the desert was so you could get the crystals, which by the way, I thought was fucking optional, but no, at the end, guess what? Spoilers, by the way. Yes, you need all the crystals before you can finish the fucking game. So, um I was like I'm going to say that I was at like a 7 or 8 for like and I'm being nice. I was at about a 7 or 8 for probably 30% of the game. And then it dropped down to like a 6 and I was like, "Okay, no, this will bounce back. This will bounce back." And then I hit Ice Belt and I was like, "Yo, this is sick. I really liked Ice Belt. I liked how you could actually go into a couple little other rooms and you weren't just walking down like a corridor like with a fucking horse with blinders on." And then um no, it just nosedived again. So and then it just got worse from there. And then I won't even go into the last area, the Great Mines. I'm not even gonna touch on that. I will. I will. I. It's it's just so fucking bad, dude. The sidekick stuff. I'm not even gonna touch on it. Everyone already knows what my thoughts are without me even saying anything. So, yeah. Um, I forget where I was going before I started talking about the desert. I don't know. I think that maybe sums everything up. I really just don't know. Um, I don't even want to 100% it. I don't even want to play the hard mode. Um, I which sucks. Which sucks. It really sucks. I 100 Metroid Dread. I beat it on every mode, including Dread mode. That game was fucking fantastic. And I was really hoping that this was going to be as well. I just don't know. It just diverted so much. Like I said, oh, I think I was talking about the meet in the middle thing. Like, could we have not have just met in the middle? Maybe, just a bit. It's like everything was hand holding. It was impossible to get lost. Sure, there's hard mode, but it's like, okay, it's the same fucking game. I don't want to play that same game where I'm just walking down the same fucking corridor and I just die quicker or enemies take more damage or whatever the fuck. It's not like there's added areas or this or that. It's not going to be that, right? It's just going to be the same fucking game. So why am I going to play the hard mode? It, I don't know. I'm a little confused, but I also like if I'm pretending like to be Nintendo, I guess I get it, and I've been following their shit, and I guess they just don't really give a fuck. So I don't know. This is more of just like a rant. I didn't have anyone to rant to about this, and yeah, that's kind of my summary. So I'm just gonna fucking end that here. Yeah, if you watch this, if I upload this, I don't know.